Yo! It's your boy Shampoo Master here, your famous internet nobody. And today, I'm all dressed up because it is Halloween, baby. Hope you guys are dressed up too. I dressed up as a cowboy. I look good, don't I? Today, we're going to be talking about Red, White, Zeta, C. I'm excited for this deck. This deck, weirdly enough, works really well. And it combines all the new cards. So, I'm excited to show them off. Hope you guys enjoy. And let me know what you guys have been making with Red Seed. Alright, now let's get to the cards. Bam, bam.
Alrighty, let's get to the deck list. I know I'm not doing the impression anymore. I know. It's raspy, it hurts my voice. Plus, I can't hold an impression for more than fucking 2 minutes. It's awful, because what happens is I'll start doing it, and then slowly it will start turning into, one, either another impression, or two, I just go back to my normal voice. It's really silly. But I won't embarrass myself any longer, so let's get on to the deck list. Woohoo! First off, we play, for our early game, 3 Elfrifs and 3 Rick Diaz. So this is just our early game. We don't play any level 2 cost units or level 1 cost cards. So this is our early game, is these 3 or these 6. Elfrif, insane card. I don't really need to give this card an introduction, but the new guy, Rick Diaz, awesome welcomed card. I love this card. He does great against pretty much the best way to describe it. Things that beat Elfrif, like Roselle, lose to Rick Diaz. Plus, it's just an Elfrif. It's just a Zawart that can attack, which is great because, like, how many times you played as a Zawart, your opponent just doesn't summon anything, and then you're like, cool. Anyways, I wish I could attack in the base with Zawart. He can attack in the base and start some aggro, which is really interesting and cool about this deck. Is because, like, obviously we want to get to late game really badly. But it's also nice to get some aggression early so, like, we can just clear our opponent in one attack later on in the game. But, yep, phenomenal cards. Rick Diaz is crazy. Elfrif is also crazy for early game. Literally, the whole meta is based around them right now. So, obviously, they're good. But next up, let's talk about our next card. We play 2 Aegis Gundam MA mode. This card I love. This is like the red version of Gundam in my opinion, just because it just is so awesome when it comes to clearing stuff up. So it's a Breach 3, which is great, plus it has a 3/4 body. With Atherin, it becomes a 4/6, so it gets to clear, and it becomes a 4/6, and you get to clear anything level 5 or lower on the board that's active, which is awesome. So say you summon this early game on curve, you get to clear something and destroy EX base. Just so good. This will most likely always clear at least 2 cards on the field. And plus you get the Breach 6 then if that's the case. It's so good, has a big booty, and helps out with clearing a lot of aggro units, which is what we want. We want to survive till we get to late game. That's the goal with half of these cards. Speaking of getting to late game, we play 3 Buster Gundam, the new card of the series. Or the new card for GD02, I'm sorry. I don't know how I feel about this card. This card is obviously good because it's good because you get to let you use your Atherins and your Curas. Like, spoiler alert, we use both of them. So you get it's nice to have a generic pair for both of them. So if you do draw them and don't have like your Aegis Gundam, you can at least use it on your Buster Gundam with Atherin and still get the effect of Atherin, which is cool, which is really good. And with Atherin, this becomes a 5/5. And with Kira, it becomes a 6/4. The only issue I have with it is that it fucking does nothing without a pilot. Obviously, because its effect is while this card has 5 or more AP, it gains blocker. Which is like, oh, that sounds so easy. Give it AP. Too bad all the AP effects end on your turn. You don't really have any AP effects on your opponent's turn that stay for that long. Unless it's like, I don't know, with Iron and Blood and shit like that. But then you have to be playing a different archetype. But I don't know how I feel about them. Honestly, this might be the first card I'd cut because it's just like, it sucks to have to use 2 resources to make this relevant, because if you just play this, it's just a 4/3 that costs an extra cost. Stupid. So it's just like, it does nothing by itself, but with a pilot, it becomes pretty good, but it's only effective with the pilot. So it sucks to have to use 2 resources to make this worth it. Next up, we play 2 Sword Strike Gundam. This is the token slayer of the game. This card kills any token in the game for free if you link it with Kira. Plus, it's just good because say if your opponent has two 2/2s on their board, you can, and they attack to the one, whatever. You can attack into that 2/2, -2 with the Kira effect, then bounce back the other 2/2 back to your opponent's hand. So you can just, and the best part is, the opponent summons that 2/2 again, you'd be like, cool, anyways, attack into life, bounce that 2/2 back to your hand. This card becomes very annoying in the mid game because you just get to clear a lot of shit for free and like set your opponent back on tempo because they have to keep playing the same card over and over again until they deal with this fucking guy. Plus, it just like becomes a 6/4, just great stats, clears a lot of things, and honestly, it's like one of the better cards to deal with Grandpa Gundam with Armor because it will clear like a Elfriff. So you're like, cool. Anyways, summon this, attack into the Gundam, bounce back some other 2-cost card they had, and you get to kill Gundam while this lives with 1 HP. Pretty good, honestly. Generally, one of my favorite cards in the game, just because it's so fucking annoying. So it's fun to play when you're bouncing back a lot of tokens for free and all that. But besides that, we'll talk about our other card we have a 2 of. It is Rick Diaz, but red. This card, weirdly enough, I thought this card was fucking awful when I first looked at it. Because I was like, whatever, dude. You get the -2. It's on attack. Cool, whatever. Not realizing this also counts for your EX base. So if you still have your EX base up, which is probably going to happen because you have so many blockers and early game stuff that clears shit, that you can just use his effect and just like kill something for free, which is great. It's a 4/3. You can use the EX base, and it's honestly, it doesn't even have to be in a white AUG deck. It can be in any deck. It's a friendly base, so any like really big base decks. I don't know how the fuck I say it. That sounds stupid. Any decks that play a lot of bases. Oh, this guy is wonderful in. So he's great. You get to clear things for 2, and it's something I thought about was if you pair Kira on this, you get to attack at -4 on any level 4 or lower, bro. It's crazy. You get to -4 or something. Whoo, that's a free clear. Another thing is like, for example, if say your opponent plays any of these cards from here, he trades efficiently into all these while still keeping 1 health. So it's crazy. He gets to just like clear things for free, and he might be able to get a 2 for 1, which is just without anything. He's just a very self-sufficient card. He does it all by himself. All you need is a base. That's it. That's all he's asking for. Awesome card. Welcome addition to the seed. Honestly, I love him so much, and it's super underrated right now, I think. Next up, we play the most broken card in white. It's Ailstrike. This card's just fucking crazy. I don't really need to explain him too much. He does what Sword Strike does. He blocks like these two do, and then he hits like a fucking tank. Alright? Like, he just does it all. He is just a phenomenal unit. Plus, all our pilots we play links with him, and he gets his effect. So all of our pilots level 4 or higher. And it's during pair, so that's fucking awesome. It's just a crazy card. Gets to clear things efficiently like Rick Diaz, but it's just with Kira. It's so crazy. And it's just the best card in our deck, I think. There's no question about it. It just does so much. Next up, we play 3 Zeta Gundam. So the new card on the block, Zeta. I don't know how I feel about him, honestly. The more I play with him, the more he's interested. He's not bad. That's for sure. He is definitely not a bad card. He just feels really situational and really dependent on a base being up. Which can happen. You can have a base up because the opponent attacks into shields. But him being a 5/4, whatever body. But if you get Camille on this, he becomes a 8/6. Absolute Chad stats for a card his level. What's even better is that like he can also do the same thing that like a lot of these other cards do, where you can be defensive with it, but you can also be super aggressive with it. So what you can do is like you summon him, you got Camille, and you have a base. You attack into life, you do damage to life, and then reset this off of the base. And then attack into a unit and clear the unit. So he gets to be aggressive and defensive. And he can also just be defensive and just like clear 2 units. But yeah, awesome card. Super annoying. It's especially annoying because you get to just like you can even do shit like this where you attack into life, reset him. Now your opponent can't interact with him. They can't even armor him because he's an 8/6. So he just sits there menacingly and gets 2 attacks in every turn. If you want. Or just attacks once and stays active. It's just like super fucking annoying. And not a bad card. Generally enjoy him. Nice big boy for the deck. And definitely works really well with all this. Next up for our big boys, it is Freedom Gundam. We play 2 of them. Card's crazy late game. You put a Kira or any. It doesn't even have to be a Kira. It can be any of them. And it gets the -2 on anything on the board, and just kills it. And you get efficient trades with it, so you can do stuff like Rick Diaz -2 on stuff, Freedom Gundam -2 on stuff. Like there's a lot of minus effects on this, so you get efficient trades and get the most value out of your units, which is what's really good about red white. Because if you get the efficient trades, this deck just snowballs like crazy. Not much to really say about it. It becomes a 6/7 with Kira. You get to just do a whole bunch of shit, and it's a late game blocker that your opponent has to deal with sooner or later. It just does so much, and it's really fucking annoying and clears most things during level. Turn 7 where this comes out. But enough about this guy. Time for me to glaze the last big boy of our deck. It is Justice Gundam. I play 3 of them. Honestly, my favorite card of the game. Like, he's up there for top 3 for sure. Not except Big Zam, baby. Woo! Justice is just great because he gets to come out and he already has crazy stats for something that's his level. He comes out as a 7/7 with a blocker. Great. And then with Athrun, he becomes a 8/9 with blocker. It's just stupid stats, and plus he gets to clear a lot of things efficiently. Like I said, he's the same idea as Zeta. You get the clear active units and have a blocker that defends you or defends him. It's fucking crazy. Another cool combo I thought about, what I talked about in my other video, is say you summon this Zeta or Justice Gundam, and you pair it with whatever the fuck unit, and then attack, and you attack with your token. Next turn, if you summon another Justice and it summons a token, you can attack and then make that token that you just summoned with the other Justice attack too. So you can attack with 3 units at once. Crazy aggressive card, and plus really defensive too. It just does it all, honestly. And I'm never mad about playing a Justice Gundam on curve, honestly. Like, it just feels so good every time. And it's cheap. It's only 5 cost, so you can play this and then play one of your Rick Diaz's or your Gundam Elfrifs. And you have just you have 2 blockers and a big boy on there, bro. It's crazy. Super good card. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that all our pilots kind of just work with each other really well. You can just kind of slam them on any of these, like, because most of the effects are when paired, or during paired. You can just smack them on anything, or even all of these, and they still just function really well. Because like with Camille, he's just stats. Kira, he gets the -2, and Athrun's the only weird one, but he gives cards big booties because he gives them +1/+2. Next up, we play. For our commands, we play 3 Overflow and Affection. I only play 3 because I feel like this isn't really essential for the deck. Obviously, I've been hyping this fucking card up, saying it's the best card in the game. It is still, in my opinion. But I'm willing to bring it down to 3. Because sometimes what will happen is you'll play this, you'll draw 2, and not want to discard any cards in your hand. It's the worst feeling. You've probably been there. It's just like, I don't want to get rid of any of this. But you have to. And so that can be really annoying, especially if you have a really great hand. So it's just like using this sometimes can fuck it up or make you lose resources you don't even need to lose. But overall, love the card. Definitely awesome. You guys can, if you really want, you can put a 4th one in somehow. But I just like the way I have this set up because like with this midsection right here, I just have a lot of options to do shit, which is great. That's what I like. I like having options to deal with a lot of certain situations. Like, oh, if they summon tokens, I got Sword Trick. Oh, if they summon just little guys, I can use this guy to clear. Oh, they summoned little guys, but kept them active. Oh, I can use him and clear them and do damage to the base. Cool. But next up for our other commands, we play 2 Close Combats. Let me see if you guys can see that. You can see that. Beautiful. I play 2 Close Combats. This card. So a big thing about this deck that can be really annoying is if your opponent has units that, like, a lot of times you'll attack in and stuff and they'll have barely any health, and that can be really annoying for this deck because then that means you just have to attack it again with the same unit. But with Close Combat, you can just clear it and just not have to worry about that and just keep blocking with you and like get better trades with this. Like I said, you want to get efficient trades with all these units. Another thing is, like, say you got on turn 2, like, if you drew fucking none of these, you can be like, okay, cool, at least I can stop some bleeding by killing a early game unit with this. Or what's even better, say if they start getting really aggressive into your shields, if this pops out, you get to clear something, like, immediately. Especially if it's against aggro, you can just be like, cool, 2 damage or something. Or do 2 damage to it and then be able to clear it with, like, other cards like Zeta and all that. Like, if they have, like, 6 health, you can clear it with, like, a unit that has 4 attack. Like, it's great. Honestly, great card. Helps with it's like very anti-aggression, but also can be aggressive. It's great. Love the card. No complaints. Next up, we play 2 Striker Pack. Card's fucking crazy. I know I've been saying this about half the fucking cards, but that's how this deck is. It's like you just play ridiculous value cards, and they just put in a lot of work and let you win by snowballing. So you either get an Alfrith or you get a 4/2 blocker. What like a McGillis? That's pretty cool. Or if this gets us off of shields, you get a Rick Diaz for free, for fucking free, which is insane. This fucks over your opponent a lot for being aggressive, and it's happened so many times. And nothing feels better than be like, oh, Striker Pack off my shields, and you see your opponent be beyond salty about it. It's so great. It's great when it's not me. I'll say that. But yeah, it's also that's the best part about it. You can be aggressive with it. You can summon like the 4/2 version of the token and just like start attacking. Or you can summon the, what is it? Oh my god, my brain just like shut off. You can get this off of shields and it stops aggression a lot, which is great. And it's defensive and helps us get to late game, which is our main goal for this, is we need to get the late game. So we can start doing snowballing with cards like this, and this. So this helps us get there. Same with close combat. They both serve the same purpose of being aggressive and being defensive. It's great. Next up for our pilots, we play 4 Atherin Zalas. Card's great. No complaints about him. Gives you great stats and makes anything that you play have a bigger booty. That's all he really does. The effect doesn't really matter. Like obviously it works well with it works with Justice, Buster, and Aegis Gundam. So you have 8 links with this, which is great. But if you mostly just want to use them for the link. Putting him on some cards, like putting him on Ailstrike isn't bad because you get the bounce effect, but like overall you want to make sure he gets the Justice, Buster, or Aegis Gundam, which that's all. Nothing really much to talk about with him. Just a solid card, love him, and love the stats from him. Next up, we play 4 Kira Yamato. So with Kira, he just is the best generic card in the game. Honestly, I'm not big of him. My top 3 for generic pilots is probably Armoro, Mizuzuki, and Kira. You could throw that on any card in the game, and they become absolutely insane. Sorry, these sleeves are like falling all over the place. I look like a wizard probably in the fucking thing. Ooh, smite me! But yeah, Kira you get to put him on a unit, and it becomes one of the best units of the game by -2 and get an efficient trade. It's fucking awesome. And that's the fun part. Like I said, you can just smack any of these pilots on any of these units, and they work pretty well overall. The only weird one can be Atherin. That's literally it. But every other one that we play just works well with anything. Because the next one we have is Camille Biden. So, honestly, the best payoff for him is that you get to attach a hero on any of these cards, which is just insane to say. Because it's just like 3+3+2 stats, just crazy. So this becomes like a 7/6. This becomes a 7/8 blocker, which is just fucking absurd. And all these other shit becomes just gigantic. Oopsies. Knocking my cards around. Sorry, guys. But yep. The only thing that can be kind of annoying is that like if you lose your base, you kind of just have a Atherin Zala, but for an extra level, which can be a little annoying, but overall, you're probably going to have a base, or because we have so many blockers early game that just defend. So, and you could also play them, but also speaking of bases, let's move over to them because there's not much to talk about Camille. He's just a big body. He's a big body pilot. We play 3 Archangels and 2 Argama. Let me see, you guys can still see it. Oh, I gotta slide down a little bit. Sorry. Wee. Hey. All right. And there we go. Beautiful. So, Archangel and Argama are our bases. I play 5 bases. I think 5 is enough because, like, imagine if any of these cards were at 5. You would see them all the fucking time. So, it doesn't need to be 6. I don't know why people are so fixated on it being 6. I guess because it's an even number. So, I get it. I understand. You like even numbers. But, like, 5 is definitely enough. You'll see it enough and all that fun shit. My only thing is, I think Argama is worse than Archangel because Argama is fucking awesome against breach decks, like what's it called? Like green-white with Wing Gundam. Wing Gundam does nothing to you at that point. Your base stays alive the whole time Wing Gundam is attacking, which is fucking awesome. But The thing is, it's only good in that matchup, really. Like, there's some other decks that breach, yeah. But, like, I'm sorry, I'm fucking burping up a storm over here. Whew! Like, yeah, that's good, but it's only good for one matchup, really. Whereas Archangel, the reason I love Archangel so much over Argama is because it's consistently always good in every matchup you run into. You get to reset any of your blockers. And how many blockers we play? Technically, he's a blocker, so 3, 5, 9. 9. Technically 12. And then plus 6, 18. We play 18 blockers in this deck. Oh, no, 20 blockers because of Striker Pack. I count that as a unit. That's just a unit, all right? Shut up. So you play 20 blockers in this deck, so why wouldn't you run Archangel? If you really want, you can just make Argama 1 and put Archangel as 4 or something like that. But yeah, just Archangel's so clutch, especially if you have leftover like resources, might as well just reset a blocker. Plus, it helps you be aggressive too, so you can start attacking with the Ale Strike and then unrest it. And now you have a blocker again, which is great. So you get to be aggressive and defensive at the same time with this card. No complaints. Absolutely love this list. Sorry, Jesus Christ. It's the sleeves. The sleeves keep getting caught on the card. Absolutely love this list. I think Zeta fits really well into Seed. He's not asking for a lot. He's just asking for you to have a white base. That's literally it. It doesn't have to be any particular base. Same with Rick Diaz. He just lets you trade efficiently, and all you need is just a base up. Even an EX base works with him, which is fucking great. Just, it all works really well together. And the main goal is to get to early game. Or get the early game. Commission complete at the start of the game. Is to get the late game, because then you start snowballing with these guys. And I will say, so if someone's asked me in my last video, like, what's a good started hand? A good started hand is one of Overflow and Affection, and any of these cards. 2 of these cards. Any of these 2, you'll be good. That's a good hand. And you want that in most matchups. Like, obviously, like, it's nice to get a base up, but the only cards that really depend on a base is Zeta and Rick Diaz. That's it. And Camille, I guess. My bad. Camille does count. But yeah, your early game, you want, for opening hand, you want either 2 Elfrifs, 2 Rick Diaz, or 1 Elfrif, 1 Rick Diaz, and Overflow and Affection to search for your other resources or your tools to make sure your hand gets a lot better. That's it. Really simple. But let's go to the outro.
That's all for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of my partners, my cowboys, my cowgirls out there. Appreciate all of y'all. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get to 1,000 subs, y'all. And I hope y'all enjoy yourself on Halloween. I hope you get a lot of candy. And don't talk to strangers. This is Shampoo, the cleanest shot in the West. Get it out of your hair. And I'll see you in the next one.